Hi, Ben here and welcome back to another Work in Progress Wednesday. So lots on in the workshop at the moment. I've pretty much been gluing up blades and handle materials for the last few days. So we've got lots of knives all sort of doing their thing. So the epoxy that I use is a sort of epoxy called G-Flex epoxy, which takes about 24 hours for it to cure. So I glued these up yesterday, so they're still a little bit tacky. But these ones I glued up a couple of days ago, so these are actually start to be shaped in the next few days. So we'll cut those bolts off and start shaping them. But what I'm working on today is I want to finish off this Woodlander. And this gentleman wanted a matching firesteel. So what I've actually managed to do is, when I was cutting this block for the handle material, which is actually masur birch, it was quite a big block of wood, so I managed to get an offcut that was enough for a matching firesteel. So with the matching firesteels, if they go for liners like this, I try to make the sort of liner match in the firesteel. So we've added a little red liner in there as well. And this has been rough shaped, the Woodlander, so far, but still needs a heck of a lot of work doing to it. And obviously all I've done to this is glue the thong tube in and drill a hole ready for that firesteel to sit in. Don't tend to glue it in at that stage because it makes it a lot easier to actually shape it. So thought it'd be fun for you to see this sort of get finished off and come to life. So we'll take these through into the grinding room and we'll start making some dust.
While Ben's getting the knife ready, I'm sorting out the sheath. I'm putting on some leather balm, just re-nourishing the leather. I'm using golden mink oil, and it should just take a couple of minutes and it'll be all ready to go along with the knife.
So we've finished the Woodlander and that matching firesteel off. So this one is pretty special. This one's made out of RWL 34 and it's got this amazing stabilised masur birch on there. It's actually been dyed, so it brings some of that darker colour in through. And this one's got a tapered tang with red liners, and the person actually requested a bit of etching on the actual blade as well, so it's got some special etching on there, and then that matching firesteel as well. So like I say, that actually came out of the same piece of timber, so it's got that same colouring and same grain that we've got on the actual Woodlander itself. So being stainless, obviously you've got a totally weatherproof knife, and the stabilised masur birch, not only is the masur birch sort of tight grained anyway, but being stabilised, you've pretty much got a weatherproof knife there. And Lois has finished off this really nice Orford tan belt sheath, and this has got the firesteel holder on the side, and we tend to put the firesteels in that way round so it doesn't interfere with the knife handle itself, and then make a tight fitting loop with paracord so that holds it in place as the firesteel wears with use. And then we'll pop that in the sheath. So they're all wet moulded to the knives, so you get a really nice positive fit to the sheath itself. But just like any pair of boots, you sort of need to break it in, so they're quite stiff to start with, but that's going to hold that knife in there really nice and securely. So that's all finished off, so that's going to get packaged up later on today, and we'll get that in the post, and the new owner will be able to give it a test run. Hopefully we'll be let out and you can use it in the woods this year. So thanks for watching. That's what we've been working on this Wednesday. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and remember to tune in next week and see what else we've been working on. Thanks again.